All right, I get it. I get it. I've found out. I've found out what is the issue with United. So I got done watching the United Sevilla game, looking at extended highlights and footage of the game, and it was always a fear that I had that was how it was potentially going to go. Because again, with football, it's very hard to predict because you never know what's going to happen. But I thought a possibility, which I didn't really say, but I thought a possibility would be Sevilla would do Sevilla under Montella, because Montella is a still crap manager. I'm not changing my team. He's still a crap manager, but he promotes a very attractive style of playing football. And I thought that's a possibility of how the game would have gone, because nobody can really predict the flipping future, but who knows? Some can, I can. Well, Sevilla would just outplay United and would expose United for how conservative they are, and they would come to Old Trafford, play their football, dominate, nice shots, quick passes, very intricate, very easy on the eye, and United would not be able to have an answer to that kind of for football that you see from Italy, Spain, Portugal, and so forth. So that's what Sevilla did, and again, United. Let's see. This was the danger of that 0-0. And I remember, and I said this. Because when I was building up to the preview, I said, yes, 0-0 is a good result because you stopped Sevilla from scoring. But I still said that you could have attacked them. That game, United could have gone and won that game. That game was there to be won against Sevilla. They could have won that game. And I said 0-0 is very, very tricky because Sevilla still have the power of the away goal. Sevilla could still come to Old Trafford. Sevilla can come to Old Trafford and score very easily. They may not necessarily win or so forth, but they can definitely cause issues. Now, you look at the issue with United. And for me, it's clicked to me. And I think I sort of knew what this was, but I think it has finally clicked to me as in what is the issue between Mourinho and United and so forth. And I think looking at that game and how that game went down, and I'm just looking at the totality of everything, I know what the issue is. Mourinho thinks this team is a 26, 27, even 32 and over team when they're not. What do I mean by that? A team with men, 28, 29-year-olds who are experienced. A 0-0, they go to Old Trafford, they win 1-0. Maybe it's but they win 1-0. They know how to manage the game. And Mourinho's game plan was, let's just get the result. Let's get that 1-0 result. Let us sort this out. Let us be businesslike into how we can sort these guys out. But this disconnect I've been seeing happening, which is that this is a young team. And you see, think of all of the great defensive teams that we've seen. AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, all the great defensive teams. If you look at the average age is just like 30-something, 27, 28. This United team, the best players in this United team, the top players in this United team are youngsters, young guys who are attacking players, but who are young guys. Lukaku is young, Lingard is young, Martial is young, Rashford is young, Pogba is young. These are all youngsters. And then I remind you that those 5 players that I mentioned are actually close friends. Then I remind you that these are actually quite extroverted, entertaining, jovial, upbeat kind of guys who would probably prefer to play upbeat kind of football. This team needs a coach to coach them, improve them, refine them, but also get them playing much more expansive, entertaining football. And the issue with Mourinho is that Mourinho is the wrong manager for this crop of players. Now, that doesn't mean Mourinho is a crap manager. He isn't a crap manager. I'm sorry, he's an amazing tactician. But same thing with Ancelotti. So all because it didn't work, all because Ancelotti did badly as Bayern Munich, are you not saying that Ancelotti is a bad manager now? I mean, excuse me, the guy that has won, I think, 2, 3 Champions League crowns. Come on. And I think that is the issue there. The issue is game management on a big boy level comes from older, experienced players. And if you look at the older players that United have, they're not the kind of guys you can trust. I don't trust Michael Carrick. Do you really trust a Juan Mata to manage a game at a top high level? No. And if your defenders are... Eric Bailly is a decent defender. Smalling is gutter trash. That's why he's in the Brick Academy. He's gutter trash. Ashley Young is crap. But in fairness to Ashley Young, he's a winger. Ashley Young is not a defender. He's a winger. Valencia is not a... People seem to forget. Maybe you're too young or someone. Valencia is not a defender. Valencia was a winger. Valencia and Young were wingers. And I'm sorry. A defender is a defender is a defender is a defender. You don't take a winger and make them a defender. That's not how it works. Because defending is much more than just knowing how to tackle. It's a psychological thing. Defending is hard. It's about positioning. It's about marking. It's about awareness. Because again, you look at that second goal that Sevilla scored through Ben Yedder. A better defender knows where Ben Yedder is and stops him from getting that header on through. So, the crop of players that United have right now doesn't coincide with the kind of manager that Mourinho is. So Mourinho will continue to have issues. This team are not winning as long as Man City are around, this team are not winning a Premier League. It's not happening. It's not. So see, that's the thing, because when I got the news that I mean, my prediction was 2-2. So I was just saying goal. So my prediction was 2-2. So my thing was that the most shocking thing to me I wasn't shocked that United got knocked out, because my prediction was that I believe that they will get knocked out. Although I thought that it would happen by away goals. My shock and surprise was they lost badly, as in they deservedly lost, as in Sevilla outplayed them. That's what shocked me, because I thought, you look at our Old Trafford game against Liverpool. United played well tactically. They didn't play well in an entertaining sense. They didn't play well in an entertaining sense. They just played well tactically, as in tactically they did things right. So you say to yourself, okay, why didn't they bring those tactics into Sevilla? Because Sevilla aren't Liverpool. Sevilla are a different kind of team with different kinds of players, because what Correa, Ben Yedder, what these guys do and how they move is different from how Liverpool do and how they move. They move the ball around very differently. Liverpool have that three-pronged attack which they rely upon. Sevilla, there's a lot more short passes, and Liverpool don't have a Zonzi. And if you've got a central midfielder who can dictate the game and is really good on the ball and very clever and has that 360 vision, that's huge. That's huge. So it's like, look, man, I mean, do I have to apologize to Montella? Yeah, okay, I do. Fine, I do. Maybe this gets me suspension from the Brick Academy because, look, you went to Old Trafford and you beat United at Old Trafford. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that. And your team played your football, and I played, so I've got to give you that. 22. Apologize about Uncle Mo and everything like that. I mean, but guys, just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. there is a disconnect. Uncle Moo doesn't work for this United team. And the fact that they've even been able to do this well and come second is amazing because they don't connect. You don't pit young players with Mourinho. That's not how it works. Look at every Mourinho success. Chelsea had men in those teams. Drogba, Lampard, men. Inter Milan had men in those teams. Milito, Stankovic, what's it called? Samuel, Lucio, they had men on those teams. So it's like Real Madrid, Cristiano, Sergio Ramos, these guys, they're way older. Like, this is the youngest team that Mourinho has managed. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the youngest on the average team that Mourinho has managed. Specifically, the best players are sub 20 to 25. The best players are sub 25. So there's not a connection there. So, and it was very, because I was watching ESPN FC. I think Craig Bolly, I think it was Craig Bolly he was saying Craig Bolly made a very good point. Let's put Moyes to one side because I didn't agree with his point with Moyes. Because Moyes plays attractive football with Everton. And I still think Moyes should have been given a summer. Everybody else was given a summer. Moyes should have been given a summer because the best football that United have played post-Ferguson was under Moyes. Just that they just got beat, but he got the bounce from. As far as attractive football, it was Moyes. When you look at Van Gaal and Mourinho, are those the guys that should really follow from Ferguson? Because when you looked at Ferguson's psychology of United, it was about moving the ball forward, trying to create a chance. There was no sideway pass. Ferguson was, how are we going to create a chance? 1, 2, 3 pass creates. We are trying to create an opportunity to score in a very basic 1, 2, 3 ABC 10. That was Ferguson's psychology. Van Gaal's psychology was possession football. Keep possession, be very pragmatic. Mourinho, it's tactical. Tactical. Be tactical. Game management. And that's different from what's made United such a success. But specifically the players, if I'm like a director of a football and I'm choosing the manager and I know that I have Martial, Lingard, Lukaku, so forth, I'm bringing in a Eusebio Di Francesco. I'm bringing in a Maurizio Sarri. I'm bringing in a guy who can really play this entertaining, exciting football. I'm bringing in that boy, Laudrup. I'm bringing that boy in who can get the best out of these young players and improve them and coach them. I'm bringing in a Koeman, not a Mourinho, for these kinds of players. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.